To learn about the off-grid lifestyle and to be inspired to live your dreams, click subscribe so you don't miss anything. Hit the bell notification. So I showed you the other day that we got a second Coleman stove, and we also got a second pressure canner. I've got all the seals replaced in this, so it's like new. So we got the one that we bought from this Walmart, and then we got this one at a yard sale. I think for $10. I don't know, but there was a bunch of cans involved with it too, so very cheap. So we've got 2 stoves, 2 canners. Now we should be able to can twice as much at the same time. These canners are so large, obviously you can't get more than 1 canner on each stove. So now we got 2 stoves, we can do 2 canners. Eventually we'll get a full-size stove, but in the meantime we'll just use that. And that Coleman stove, it was very cheap. I mean, like $30 or $40. It's good to have some backup appliances anyways. On Monday, we went grocery shopping. That means on Tuesday, we canned 1 log of pork, a pork loin. We froze one, we cut up in like 1 pound slices, and then we canned the other one. So there was 20 pounds of food. Now the pork was $1.99. So this is Friday. I was thinking, you know, now we got the stove, the extra stove, maybe we should go back and get 20 more pounds. We can 1 log of meat, basically 10 pounds. That's been a good rule of thumb, in 10 pint jars, so 1 pound per pint. The canner holds 10 cans, so with 2 canners, we got 20 cans, jars, whatever you want to call them. So if we got 2 logs of those, we could can 20 of them. That would give us 30 pounds of pork. That's 30 days worth of food. So I thought, man, we ought to go back to the store and get some more. And Carolyn's like, yeah, let me check out the sales. So she goes to their Facebook page. Save a Lot is where we go, which is like a discount store. And you may have heard of Aldi's. It's kind of like an Aldi's, maybe a little bit more expensive and more like a grocery store, but it's definitely not like a chain store. Well, it is a chain store. I don't know. It's just a discount store. Some people say it's low quality food. Well, maybe, but I'm not a high quality rich guy. So meat's meat to me. I mean, Tyson chicken or regular chicken, what's the difference to me? I don't know. Carolyn got on Facebook and saw that they were running a sale on hamburger for like $11 and some odd cents. Well, last time we were there, which was Monday, it was $15. So they're running a sale. We thought, well, man, we better jump on this. Now, we don't like going grocery shopping on weekends. That's kind of stressful on Carolyn. She's got the social anxiety. So Friday gets kind of busy at the store, so we thought we'd go ahead and run in there with a game plan and run out. Our plan is we're gonna get the pork, the hamburger, some cans of food, and maybe a couple cans of coffee. Now, a lot of people have asked me, are we gonna can hamburger? And the answer has always been, we'll can anything that's on sale. Of course, now we wanna try to leave enough jars available so that when we butcher our meat chickens, that we got enough meat chickens left over. But if there is a good enough sale on stuff, we'll go ahead and buy more jars. So, but that's kind of what we're trying to do, is make sure that no matter what the deal is, we got 80 jars available to can the chickens. Right now we have, I don't know, a couple hundred jars available, so we got plenty of room to can whatever's on sale. And these prices that they're talking about today is incredible compared to Monday. So I walked in the store, got to this cooler here, and instantly realized they didn't have any more of the pork logs that we got on Monday. But then I looked at the price of this, and it was $1.29, 70 cents less than what we got on Monday. We went ahead and got 20 pounds of this. Now I'm going to show you the price that we paid on Monday. We're seeing pork at $3.29 a pound. Over here, $3.79 a pound. Now this one's $1.99 a pound. This is just about the price it used to be. The others have went up significantly. Now if we buy it here, $1.99. That might be something we can cure or can. Heck, we could just cut it up and put it in the freezer. That might be an option. Okay, this is absolutely incredible. I haven't checked the prices yet, but you'll see at the end of this clip that prices have significantly went down since Monday. Probably $4, maybe $5. The hamburger here is $11.95. Ground beef just 2 months ago was at $10. Now it's at $6, $15.95. Okay, here you see that we found brats with $2 off. So the original price was $4.29 minus $2. That's going to be $2.49 for brats. Last week was much higher at, I think, around, I don't know, $3 or $4. We got brats here at $3.99, $4 a package. Or you can get the off-brand. Here, 2 for $6, a lot cheaper by $1. Okay, so I'm going to be pretty busy for the next few days. Let's see, tomorrow I'm going to try to, I guess, do the hamburger. I don't know, I got to talk to Carolyn. 20 pounds of hamburger and 20 pounds of pork. And what I'll probably do is do the pork one day and the hamburger the next. So if I do it that way, then the pork I can do in one load, 2 batches. Remember, I got 2 pressure canners, so that'll only take me 1 round if I do them all at the same time. Again, that's cold pack. Now there's a difference between cold pack and hot pack. Hot pack, you got to pre-cook the meat and then can it. So you're cooking it twice basically. But with the cold pack, I can just pack it to the jar and can it, and it'll cook while it's being canned. I reported a few weeks ago, days ago, I don't know how long ago it was, that Business Insider interviewed the CEO of some major store, grocery store in New York City. And he's suggesting that food prices are going to go up 14% starting in October. So that's significant. That's not just a inflation. That is huge. Now, when Carolyn and I go shopping, we don't just shop to buy what we want. We never go in with an idea of what we want. We know we need 30 days of meat. That's what we got to have. 1 pound of meat every day. So that's roughly a half a pound between the two of us. Now remember, the fat will drain out of the meat, and so you don't really get a whole full pound of meat, but you get to my point. Well, as the prices have been going up, we've been buying less and less meat and paying more and more. So a while back, Carolyn noticed that hamburger prices were $10, and she didn't tell me about it. We didn't go and get any. You know, it's a trip to town. It's quite the trip. So we went the next week, and the prices had already went back up. So she's been really keeping a close eye on sales. We went on Monday, and we got a few items. Those pork loins was a big deal, but it was $1.99, and here it is Friday, and now they're down to, pork is down to $1.29, 70-cent savings. The pork that we got here has a bone in it. So the price is actually going to go up a little bit because the pork log that I got didn't have a bone in it. The hamburger was a big deal. We haven't bought hamburger in any quantity, significant quantity, in years. I remember back probably 2010, hamburger prices started going up and I just stopped buying it. I switched over to pork. As a matter of fact, that was the year, I think that was the year that I bought, maybe that was 2008, I bought a whole pig, a live pig. Went to auction and bought the pig, came home and butchered it myself. And it took me about 5 hours to do it. And then we basically ground the whole thing up into burger sausage. I mean, we mixed different ingredients in to make sausage. That's kind of where we're at now, is we're just kind of looking for prices. And I think it's worth the trip to go into town when we see a sale. I told Carolyn, don't miss a sale again. If you see something, let me know. I'll make the time to go up there and get it. I think right now is the time that you got to start looking at buying food for the future. Fortunately, right now, Carolyn and I are not spending a lot of money. We're done with the tiny house. We're done with all the improvements to the property that we're really worried about right now. The well's fixed. The solar panels are all up and running. We're living in the house. We got all the things we need. We got the bed, all the furnishings. This month, we don't really have anything that we have to have. It was really good timing that we found all this cheap meat. And we started canning, what, 2 months ago, I guess. We bought all that canning material. Our whole focus has been trying to get chickens going, getting the canner and the cans and the jars, going to yard sales, looking for jars. Went to the yard sale, found that pressure canner and the second water bath. So all our money has been pretty much focused on this inflation they're talking about. So what I'm suggesting is, if you have a freezer, I mean, that's the easiest way. If you got a big freezer, anytime you see a sale, just make the time to go to the store and get some food. Get the meat. If you see a sale on vegetables. The thing is if you have an Aldi's or a Save-A-Lot or something like that, don't go to these big chain stores. You know, Safeway, Kroger's, those chain stores, they get discounted prices, I think, but on name brand items. So instead of, like I said earlier, people complain that Save-A-Lot is low quality food. Okay, so you're going out to these name brand stores, you're buying Tyson chicken, all the fancy name brands, but I feel healthy. I don't feel like I'm being poisoned by the food. The other thing I would suggest is stop buying the desserts and the sodas, you know, all those extra items that really run up the cost. If you're buying anything other than what you need to survive the next few months, you might be wasting your money. It's not that we can't afford it. It's just, why throw away your money when something else might come along that you got to have it for? The chickens are going to be a big help to us. They're already saving on my lunches. While I'm down here, I'm going to take a look. Look at that. 3 eggs. So there's lunch for tomorrow. I hope I can inspire you to take this thing, whatever's coming, seriously. Even if I'm wrong, there's nothing wrong with having a stockpile of food.